Hi, I'm Sarah Drummond. I'm a film director who went to school in the 1990s in the UK. I'm here because I need your help to make a documentary about a piece of legislation that impacted a whole generation of LGBTQ young people in the UK, but many of us don't even know about it. Section 28 was a piece of legislation implemented by the Conservative government. Enacted on the 24th of May 1988, the amendment stated that a local authority, and I quote, shall not intentionally promote homosexuality or publish material with the intention of promoting homosexuality. It wasn't repealed until 2003. That's just under 20 years ago.
Children who need to be taught to respect traditional moral values are being taught that they have an inalienable right to be gay.
Section 28 was a form of state-sponsored homophobia and national silencing goaded on by the right-wing press and implemented by the Conservative government. It was put in place to stop the progressive thinking that was going on around getting equal rights and different rights for LGBTQ plus people. But it did its job. It cut vital funding to health and youth services. It stopped shows and the arts and theatre productions from touring. It even impacted libraries with books being removed and artefacts being on show in museums, all because they might be something to do with being gay. But some of the worst impact that I've heard of is some of the interviews that I've done with children and teachers. It stopped teachers from coming out, from being visible in the classroom, and it stopped them from intervening with homophobic bullying.
It probably took me a good 6, 7, 8 years after that to even understand what the impact of that invisibility actually was.
She basically told me that I shouldn't tell anybody, not even my parents, because the world isn't safe for gay people.
On the one with the target on your back, teachers will find out about it or nothing to get done because they're worried about getting any kind of punishment.
There was nothing. It was like, you will grow up and you will marry in church to a nice Irish girl and you will have 2.4 children and you will raise them in the Catholic Church and you'll send them to, it was, I wouldn't say indoctrination, but it was an expectation that this is how your life will be.
There is a whole generation of LGBTQ plus young people and teachers who feel like they were impacted by this legislation. I was 30 years old when I found out about Section 28. I was in total shock that this kind of legislation was in place whilst I was at school. And the thing is, when I've been asking other people my age and younger, they haven't heard of Section 28. Our LGBTQ plus history is often untold, undocumented, and unrecorded. Please invest in this for future generations. I want to get these stories onto the big screen and make sure that something like Section 28 never happens again. It's only by looking back at our history do we understand how vigilant we need to be about our rights moving forward. So please help me make this film, and I promise you that we'll do our best to make the best representation of this history possible.